Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a really important topic for anyone working with industrial instrumentation or troubleshooting temperature sensors in the field. Topic is how to measure 3-wire RTD resistance. A lot of people get confused when they see 3 wires instead of 2, and if you measure it the wrong way, you can end up with inaccurate readings, failed calibrations, or even misdiagnosed equipment faults. So in this video, I'm going to show proper method to measure its resistance using a multimeter. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to verify an RTD in the field or during maintenance. So, let's get started. Before we start measuring the resistance of a 3-wire RTD, let's quickly look at the tools we need. First, we'll be using a Fluke 725 multifunction process calibrator. This will give us accurate resistance measurements. Second, we need a set of Kelvin test leads to ensure precise, low resistance connections. And finally, we'll use a PT100 temperature versus resistance reference table to verify that our readings match the expected values. Now let's look at how to connect the Kelvin test leads to the process calibrator. As you can see here, the red leads and the black leads need to be connected exactly as shown in the diagram. This proper connection ensures accurate low resistance measurement for the RTD. Now let's select the RTD type and the connection configuration. Start by pressing the Measure Mode button to switch the calibrator into measurement mode. Next, press the RTD button to bring up the RTD measurement screen. If needed, keep pressing this button to scroll through the available RTD types. For our example, we're using a PT100, so select PT100 from the list. After that, use the up and down arrow keys to choose the wiring configuration. 2-wire, 3-wire, or 4-wire. Since our sensor is a 3-wire RTD, go ahead and select the 3-wire option. Now connect the Kelvin leads to terminals A and C of the RTD and take the first measurement. We'll call this value RAC. Since the RTD is at ambient temperature, let's say around 20 degrees Celsius, the expected resistance should be close to 107.94 ohms. Next, move the leads to terminals B and C and measure again. This reading will be RBC. In our example, let's assume the value is 107.95 ohms. Finally, connect the leads to terminals A and B. This measurement represents the lead resistance, which we'll label as RAB. Let's assume the lead resistance is 0.01 ohms. Now calculate the average of RAC and RBC. In this case, the average is 107.94 ohms. Subtract the lead resistance RAB, and you get 107.93 ohms as the true RTD resistance. Next, open the PT100 temperature versus resistance table and look up 107.93 ohms. You'll see that it corresponds to approximately 20 degrees Celsius, which matches our ambient temperature. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you liked this video. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe this channel for future videos.